Hello, everybody, and we are back into the States.
First race
Outside of the International Tour, taking place here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Race number 13 of the year. We have this race and Charlotte next week before we determine our all-star lineup. So let's get on down to your starting lineup for today's race. On the pole, Vince Almbriego. Next to him, Andrew Miller, top front row for Bishop Family Racing. Let alone top three with Jay Cook. He is your hometown hero for today's race. Next to him, Nick Breeding. Fifth, Brian Griffin. Sixth, Amanda Evans. Seventh is Eugene Max. Eighth, Adam Garcia. Ninth, Matt Stahl playing top 10. Travis Crampton. Rest your starting line from 11th to 12th on back. Now, at the time of this recording, when this happened, this was back in April, keep in mind. Bishop Family Racing, they made an announcement on one of the drivers that will be coming aboard for that team. It is none other than the return of Jeff James. He'll be back in the Xfinity Series after being away a couple of seasons. Season 8, I believe, was his last start. On the final row, we have Daniel Bouchard and Eli Bright, your points leaders. So, not a good qualifying effort for that 88 team, but you never know. Anything could really happen. Points coming into this race, they are as follows. Of course, the wrong points there. See if we can get in the nick of time here before the command. See if we can get lucky here. I'm kind of waiting there because it's not really wanting to load. There we go. Eli Bright with the points lead. Then is 60 points in second is Vince Freeze. Brian Acosta is third. Adam Garcia fourth. Steve Pollard is in the top 5. Colton Schwartz, Benjamin Thomas, Travis Crampton, Amanda Evans, and Bobby Frazier complete the top 10. Nico Ketchum, Derek Hamill, Joshua Sicoli, all right within a blanket. And we did miss the command. And a problem for Vince Almbriego in the 09. He did not get going. Car number 09, your winner at Ireland, with an issue. So now, that will be the unofficial pole to the the hometown hero for this race. Tough break right there for Vince Almbriego. Did not need that at all. So he's going to join the pace car down pit road. Hopefully he'll get back out on the track as quickly as possible and get whatever issue can be fixed. Jay Cook going to lead the field down with his teammate Andrew Miller. Green flag, we're underway here at Atlanta. And of course, we are underway for the Nesquik 250 presented by Walmart. Almbriego's now gotten into his stall right there. They need to get whatever done quickly so that way they aren't many multiple laps down in that 09. As Ryan Griffin's going to take the lead from Jay Cook. Now here comes Eugene Max. They're coming to the line. Who's going to lead lap number 1? And it will be Ryan Griffin in the 29. 3 wide behind. Already, Ryan Acosta trying to get out of there. He will. A little bit of separation towards the middle of the pack. Brandon Crasta, unscheduled pit stop for the 63 Gear-End Chevrolet Camaro. And now here comes Madison Tall, who had a good start the first couple of races in the season and then basically a self-destruct in the 80 machine. She'll lead a lap right there. That is a good sign right there. Now, I want to go back to that Bishop Family Racing thing that was going around. If you remember, Jay Cook and Gary Owen definitely on the hot seat for sure. We don't know exactly who Jeff James is going to replace, but we do know for the fact that James is aboard the team. He'll be back in the Xfinity Series. Last time he drove an Xfinity, he drove for the 54 at the time, and it was a part of Monster Energy for Kyle Busch Motorsports there. But now under this new team rule that's going around, this will be a brand new experience for him, and it'll be an interesting thing to see what James could do in the machine that he'll be in. Vince Almbriego back out of pit road. Brandon Crass is the same for him as well. Derek Hamill, Gary Owen, Eli Bright, definitely not what they needed at all. Outcast Motorsports, they are not hitting some good marks. All 3 of their cars struggling. Crasta with an unscheduled stop, and then Eli Bright and Skylar Dixon towards the rear of the field. Oh, they are about 4 wide. They're going to settle back out to 3. And also keep in mind, is that for Full Throttle Motorsports, this is technically their home track because the team owner, William Brock, the one who's run the show, he's from the Atlanta area. So this is going to be a lot to him right here. Nick Breeding, Alex Tanker, Joshua Sicoli, Brian Griffin, those four, they really want to win big for the boss right there. I don't blame them at all. Austin Yoakum going to take the lead right there. Now here comes TJ Hanley. And these guys, they're going to be racing, it feels like a super speedway right there. The way how they race, it is unbelievable. Right now, for the most part, they're staying 3 abreast, not really trying to make a exaggerated effort going 4 wide. I thought Nico Ketchum at first was going to make it 4 wide, and they're going to settle back out. The way they're racing already, getting already pure intense as they're catching up to Vince Almrego in the 0-9. Tough break for him. He did not need anything that happened altogether. Eves going to get held up by the 0-9, and Bobo Jones just shoots out of a cannon and takes the lead over Austin Yoakum in the second. Man, that's just Eves' luck in a nutshell. And now Almrego, 3 laps down. And that 0-9 literally let everyone all bunch up here. And this is where you got to be a little careful here. You make one wrong move, and who knows what can happen. Looks like Almrego's going to be back up to speed, I hope. See Onjack and Crafton trying to get through. And finally, Eves finally going to get by right there. I do not blame him for trying to dart that car low and just get around that mess. So now that we get some separation, we'll actually get to see a little more of the competitive racing altogether. And we may see some strategy, too. This is another thing, too, that's going to keep an eye on is before turn 1, there is a spot on the wall these drivers do like to hit. Bobo Jones, Austin Yoakum right now, the top 2 running on by right now with that lead. And no one has really come close yet of trying to catch up to him, but for now, just trying to do what they can all together. Again, only one hometown here for this race. We used to have 2 with when Bastinger was in there, but now Nick Breen take over that number 2 ride, and just going from there. 3rd place, Nico Ketchum. That's a run that he desperately needs. They're trying to get back to the top 10 in the points. Stapleton is trying to get his mojo back, and he's been getting his consistent runs. But as far as trying to get that win is concerned, you already know he wants it bad. And this racing's actually doing not too bad. 2 of its cars in the top 10. Travis Crampton not too far behind that 92 there, just outside of the top 10, keep in mind. Of course, they're missing one of their cars trying to get up there, which is that 80 machine. Speaking of which, where is the 80? There's been some big separation. Oh, she's in the rear. Krasta also back out, by the way, keep in mind. Andrew Miller definitely got bombarded thanks to that slow car of Almrego, and he definitely has a cylinder going down. You could tell with the way how his speed was going. Man. And it looks like they have now caught the leaders. Yoakum getting ready to deal with Nico Ketchum and Nathan Stapleton there. Let's see if we can find about that 0-9 if he has any issues. And Krasa has some fuel system damage, and engine damage is on Brandon Krassa's machine. Vince Almrego. So both have an issue. Krasa with the fuel system and Almrego with the engine damage. And that is a tough blow for the pole center. Yeah, you can see he definitely has an issue. That car is only going up to 176 at most. And these guys are definitely about to catch him again. Krasa, you can see, mainly is up to speed, so he's just not in the draft. Nico Ketchum, though, taking over that lead. You can hear by that car roaming on by. Almrego and the Mercedes, they are reeling in. And I guarantee you, if that caution comes out, these drivers are going to have a lot of issues dealing with the Diet Pepsi Mercedes. Again, your winner a couple races ago. Now the leaders. Ketchum to 0-9 as Nico Ketchum almost made a big oopsie there and gonna dodge a bullet, but now Stapleton gonna go 3 wide and now to the inside of the 44. It's gonna take the lead right here. How about Peter Onjack in the 55? Up into 6th. These cars literally all scattering to get around the 0-9 that are in the front of the pack, and Tang Just can't get around him, and finally will, and Bobby Fraser about ran him over. Vince Freeze second in the points. He needed to see Bright getting stuck by that 0-9 there, and that is sight to be seen right there, because, man, these guys are just running absolutely bonkers out there, and, man, you know deep down, one wrong move, man, and some guys are going to get turned, and they're not going to be too happy at all. Bright still having issues. Ooh, and Albriego about blocked Joshua Sicoli, but he's going to get through that mess. Amanda Evans took the lead earlier at the line just seen. Now Austin Yoakum retaking the lead. Derek Hamill, major issues trying to get around the lap traffic today. And it's going to continue for sure for car 47. Right now, your only two-time winner of the season. Massenthal having some struggles. Now finally break free. Hamill the same for him. Onjak led a lap at the line, and that was a big lap led for that Gangsta Bank BMW. Remember, his teammate Ryan Acosta won earlier in the year over at Chicagoland. That was the second race they were ever part of, and they got their first career win for Anj Auto. And now Peter wanting to join into that list. Garcia in the 6. There's a lot of rumors with him. He's been one of the best of the Xfinity drivers, very consistent throughout his runs. But the future in question for car number 6. No announcement yet for Flickinger Racing about what happens to him in his future, but man, you wonder what happens with Garcia if something is amiss with the team. Evans going to retake the lead right there. She'll lead another lap. Here comes Jonathan Hoff, 3 wide with Bobo Jones. Nico Ketchum following as well. And that wall sticking out in turn 1. They've been slapping the wall, scraping the wall, anything you can think of. They've been hitting it. And NS Racing, look at that. 3 of their drivers in this pack alone. Crampton 92 in the rear. Stapleton 97, 16 of Hoff. And for a second, I thought these guys were making an indication of coming down pit road right there, but not the case. Tell you what, Nico Ketchum, Peter Anjay, they got to be happy of seeing what's going on there, but you've seen Krasa just got around now. Albriego, they're going to encounter him again there. This is going to be a fun ordeal that they're going to have to deal with that 0-9 again and again unless something happens to him. I believe, too, that main pack you're seeing right here is the top 10, and that is the case. And now Daniel Bouchard leading pack number 2 to get up to pack 1, but they know, they heard in the radio there, you are approaching the 0-9, be ready for whatever happens. As we're actually coming up to the halfway point at the line this time by. For Peter Onjak in car number 55, here comes Yoakum, looking for the lead right here. And once again, another round dealing with Vince Albriego on the 0-9. Tough break for the pole sitter. Not what he needed altogether. And Onjak, oh, he's trapped. He knew it too. And he's still going to find a way to get by. Stapleton was not ready in the 97. Oh, and these guys are flying right by to that 0-9. This always gets to be a little sketchy because you never know what can happen with Albriego in the lap car. The way how off the pace he is with that engine damage. These guys are just bunching up horribly there. And thankfully, the keyword thankfully, they're not trying 4 wide. However, Jackie Tang getting a little pestering with that 56 of Ryan Acosta. And barely going to get by. Almost got turned right there. Right now, Vince Freeze, the highest driver in the standings without a win. Eli Bright, the fellow red car next to him there, won the opener at Daytona, has been absolutely amazing. Right now, not the case with that damaged slow car, or not damaged, but mainly slow car, of Vince Albriego. Jay Cook, oh man, just got completely bombarded by that 0-9. And the 3 that really got held up the worst from before, Derek Hamill, Alex Tinker, Massenthal. They have to deal with them once more. Back to the front, Yoakum. Under fire again from Onjak. Right now, that 55 BMW and that Pace T Supra, they've been the top 2 cars, but don't count out Jonathan Hoff and Travis Crampton the 92. And pit stops coming underway under green flag. Bobo about ran over the 55 right there. And look at the Max taking some advantage right there. Same with Sicoli. So a good chunk of drivers coming on down this time by. I guess you could say the leader, Peter Onjak. He came down, cycled the lead over to Austin Yoakum in the 54. And now these guys are going to come on down. The second pack. Yoakum going to lead them down. Cole Baker going to stay out in the 11. Seen some contact in the rear. They look like Madison Tall in the 80. I'm not too sure. Almeria got to be happy to get one of his laps back right there, but still, I think he already knows, man. Dealing with these guys again, man, that's going to be fun. And now Cole Baker in the 11 in that Arizona T Supra there. Going to come on down this time by. There you see Vince Freeze. He is going to try to work on getting around that 88 there. Now those guys right there were a lap down. Now they're back on the lead lap, but we're sticking with Cole Baker in the 11. Looks like he did gas only right there. And 2 tires only on the right side, but he's out in the way. I don't know what strategy they're pulling in the Arizona T Supra, and the caution's out. Caution is out. Garrett Sinder's got some front-end damage. Oh, it's Vince Freeze, second in the points. Amanda Evans, Joseph Strigley, Jake Cook, Jackie Tang, Nico Ketchum. And a huge wreck off turn 2. And they're saying the leader right now could be Cole Baker. I'm not too sure. It's either him or Austin Yoakum. But Vince Freeze, second in the points in that Motul Toyota, who was having a rough day altogether. And that is going to hurt big. I guess Cinder was the one that caused the contact on pit road. And trying to whoa up there. I was a little close. Trying to see where Eli Bright is. There he is. And the points leader will extend his points lead right there. And then we may have a new second at points. They are saying right now Austin Yoakum is the leader. I'm not too sure. Where is Cole Baker? Actually, Cole Baker, I think, pulled some strategy like I've never before. They're saying he's the leader right now. And all those guys ahead of him are on the tail end of the lead lap. Wow, folks, I'm telling you, I don't know what the 11 did to pull some strategy, but they made it work. Wow, that is unbelievable that we're seeing here. So now we're going to take a step back here in the booth and take a look at ourselves, our first caution here at Atlanta. And then we'll show you this. Well, here's the look at what happened to Garrett Cinder in the 24. Now, these guys were coming down pit road. And we wanted to show this real quick, but trying to watch out for Nick Breeden in the 2 and just completely ran over the Arby's Corvette there. And he about ran over Eli Bright, and he barely is going to get through that one right there. So kind of wanted to pinpoint that moment right there of what happened to Garrett Cinder. And I believe, fast forward a little bit, he actually gets a little more contact. Yeah, he did. Get a little extra buckle. So they had to do a lot of work on that Exalted Dodge. Well, there's a very big important rule in racing is when you're leaving pit road, the best opportunity, especially at a track like this, if you're trying to pass someone leaving pit road, give plenty of room, but not too much room. Unfortunately, Vince Freeze and Joseph Strigley, they are unfortunately going to pay the price. Now, you look at the speed here. We're going to do this on purpose. You see the speed over in the top corner of your screen. They're starting to get back onto the gas. Vince Freeze is trying to get around Joseph Strigley. He didn't get going right there. And I have no idea what Strigley in the 0-1 was doing. Watch it. As the speed keeps going up, it's hitting the 120s, 130 mark. And then, as you see, they're coming off of turn 1, heading into turn 2. Strigley just gets onto the right rear corner panel of the Motul Toyota and just shoots him up the course. I have no idea what Strigley was doing. That was a poor move right there. Nico Ketchum, Amanda Evans, nowhere to go. And Srigley took a wild ride in that unsponsored Dodge. There you see some of the drivers trying to avoid all that mess hitting the apron right there. And then we got word more cars are going to come on in. That is the case. Jay Cook, nowhere to go, goes into Srigley. Oh, Jackie Tang just about had it by and got clipped by the 99. Oh, that is a heartbreak right there. Massenthal somehow going to get by this. And Tang, oh, just gets a small little piece of the wall there. And that is a tough blow right there. Now, we want to go back to Cole Baker real quickly because Baker in the 11, now we saw in the replay, look, he did right 2 tires and gas only. This is something unheard of, and I thought, you know, he was going to get away with something there. Look, there's 2 tires on the right side right there. Is that Arizona T Supra. Working on the car there, put the jack down, fill the car as much as they can. And then out and away he goes. Now remember, when that point happened, and you see where the caution is going to come out, watch carefully with that pace car, you're going to see right here. Now watch, right here is the pace car. You see Tall and the others are going to come on by, and then out of nowhere, those lights come on right there. And Cole Baker, if you notice where he's at, he's on pit road. If you're wondering where Austin Yoakum is, there he is right there. And technically, if you remember correctly, Yoakum, once he crosses the stripe, he's basically got to be behind the pace car. Guess what, where Cole Baker is already? He's already past the start-finish line. So he gets to technically go around, be on the tail end of the lead lap, and he gets away with it. That is unheard of. I have never seen a strategy like that work, and Cole Baker could be in the catbird seat of winning this race now. Folks, we're seeing some unbelievable stuff here. Let's see if Cole Baker can pull it off here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll be right back after this quick break, and we'll jump you back to live action. Welcome back. You have not missed much. Austin Yoakum, car number 54, restart in the 2nd position. Quickly document the drivers out of the race. They are as follows of Vince Almriego, Vince Freeze, Joseph Srigley, Jay Cook, Amanda Evans, and Nico Ketchum. 3 cars lapped down. They include Daniel Bouchard in the 03, Brandon Krass in the 63, and Vince Almriego in the 09. And once everything cycles out, as long as Almriego doesn't have an issue, he will not be dead last. Vince Freeze, unfortunately, will be. In case you're wondering where the leader is at, there he is on the tail end of the field. And he could be lapping some guys once we go back to green flag racing. Cole Baker in the back of the field is your leader. 2nd is Austin Yoakum. 3rd, Adam Garcia. 4th, Peter Onjak. 5th, Sean Ard. 6th, Travis Crampton. 7th, Bobby Frazier. 8th, Carter Friesen. 9th, Gary O. Completing top 10, Ryan Griffin. Top 20 includes Bobo Jones, Jonathan Hoff, Brian Acosta, Malik Nevins, Eugene Namags, Nathan Stapleton, Nicholas Garris, Skylar Dixon, Eli Bright, and Steve Pollard. Jump up to the leader here of Cole Baker. Pace cars on down. Green flag underway here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's get back to racing. Now, Baker's main worry right now is the fact that he does have to deal with the 24 of Garrett Cinder, who is off the pace. And I was going to say, if he gets around him with no issues, then he'll be fine. And he's going to lap Jackie Tang right there, who actually did get away with a lot of that force right there. You know, he was trying to get around that wreck. He got clipped, and he very lightly hit the wall. He didn't really suffer a lot of damage. You can see that 81 is still going up to speed. Now you see Baker. He's going to put Patrick Smith a lap down right there. And this is big for that Arizona T Supra there. They have never won a race before. Did Cole Baker. Everything goes according to plan, and they stay the way how they are. This will probably be one of the biggest steals in all of Outback Xfinity. So far, though, Cole Baker, as he laps Nick Breeding right there. Patrick Smith said, oh no, I'm not going to be a lap down this race. I want to get back on the lead lap. Not going to be the case right there. Now, for the guys ahead of Cole Baker, they are probably hoping for a very quick yellow. But there's one problem now. They will be single file from here on out. And that is not going to be the case there for the rest of these guys from here on out. Austin Yoakum has fallen quite a ways behind. So basically all this is up ahead is a battle for second place. Right now, though, Baker now has put TJ Hanley a lap down in that 07, as well as Andrew Miller in that 98. Now 10 laps to go at the line for Cole Baker. And as long as that 11 does not have an issue, they're going to be fine. No worries from here on out. And you can see Baker's got a good car right there. Whoever made that gamble, though, I guarantee you they are going to have a big raise next week before that race at Charlotte. And I'm telling you, they got to be jumping up and down, jumping for joy and everything there, because I have seen some steals before in unbelievable fashion. And these guys right here, they probably pulled the biggest gamble right there. Unfortunately, Jackie Tang, if you notice, now is starting to slip quite a ways back in that 81. And now they are approaching Vince Almriega once again. That 09 is just wickedly off the pace. Dixon going to get held up, and Eves will get by. That battle for second, though, is going to be fun and dandy, but you know as the old saying goes there, guys. Doesn't matter what happens there. You ain't going to win the race. And Baker looking to pass all these cars, putting him one lap down. Wow. And these guys were hoping that 11 car was going to get held up, and that was not the case. Baker was just working on that inside line the whole time, and he gets by the whole mess. I know one guy that's got to be kicking himself right now is Peter Onjak in that 55. Not only because he got held up by the 09, but man, he was up in the front of the field when it really mattered the most. Now Baker trying to work on Charles Sanford, the 39. This is actually just outside of the top 10. And now working on Sanford, the Coke Vanilla Zero Sugar Chevrolet there for S3 Motorsports. He's going to put him a lap down. Right now, 11 cars on the lead lap here at Atlanta. And Baker 5 laps away from achieving victory. Now, right now, Ryan Acosta is P2 right now, and Eli Bright, where's the 88 been, let alone Derek Hamill? They're up in the front of the field. And you got to remember, for those drivers outside of the top 10 with a win, they need Hamill to get back into the top 10 to get in for that wild card spot. I was going to say, no, don't tell me we're dealing with him again. No, it's going to be Garrett Cinder instead. And now Baker lapping more cars here. He's lapping some of the guys in the top 10. How about that 11 car? This dude wins the race lapping the whole field. That will be amazing. They don't care, man. They're just driving the wheels off that Arizona T Super there. 2 to go at the line for Cole Baker, trying to make history. They are slowly reeling in Garrett Cinder in the 24. I think whatever happens from here on out, race is official. But Baker don't care. He's trying to lap the whole field. Here he goes 3 wide. But settles back down to 2. Baker has got to be enjoying everything that's been handed to him. And a car that blew up. I don't know who that was. But white flag, final lap for Cole Baker in the 11. I think that was Brandon Krass in the 63 that blew up. I'm not too sure. They're telling him take your time because they're approaching the 24. Don't do something stupid. And they catch up to Cinder. Skylar Dixon's going to get a top 5, but regardless, checker flag in hand, Cole Baker's going to be a first-time win in the Xfinity Series. He wins at Atlanta. He about lapped the whole field. See if we can find who blew up. I'm not too sure who that was. Yeah, it was Brandon Krasa. Now these guys are technically racing back. And Nicholas Guerra's going to get second. Dixon will get a top 10. Very well needed. Eli Bright will finish 7th. About separated the field there. But Cole Baker, what a win for that 11 team. And they're already celebrating. I don't blame them. Congratulations to Cole Baker on getting his first career Xfinity Series victory. And it will be in a way that not many people would ever expect in the Xfinity Series altogether. Executing unbelievable pit strategy. He'll be a big winner today. Nicholas Guerra will come away second. Charles Sanford third. Ryan Acosta fourth. TJ Hanley will complete the top 5. Skylar Dixon, Eli Bright, they were the last cars to finish on the lead lap. Benjamin Thomas, Derek Hamill, and Alex Tanker complete the top 10. That was big for Hamill to get a 9th place finish. Those drivers outside of the top 10 points with the win, they needed to see that all together. They need that 47 back into the top 10 in points in case they need to get another win, or at least a good momentum day to get into that top 10. They really don't want to rely on the wild card, but you know, for some, they need to see that. Here's a full look at your results right there. Again, 7 cars finished on the lead lap. And a look at the rest of the field on down. 37 cars finished the race. We documented about 38th on down, all out of the race. Tough break for those drivers, especially second in points. Vince Freeze, definitely not what he needed altogether. Eli Bright can extend his points lead right there, and a new second place in points will be underway, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked, make sure you give a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, part of the NRSL, hit the subscribe button down below. You've been watching a production of the NRSL, where racing is living. Till then, congrats to Cole Baker on winning here at Atlanta for the Nesquik 250 presented by Walmart. We will see you for the Cup race tomorrow for the Throwback Race weekend. That'll be fun. Can't wait. You'll get to see some old school colors and all. Next week, we head to Charlotte, the last race before the All-Star break, which will be over at Coca-Cola. And then from here on out, Indy, Dega, Sebring, Daytona, Knight, Homestead, and Thornton will conclude the rest of the regular season. We're back in the States, folks. Can't wait to see what's in store. Till then, goodbye, everybody, from Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Xfinity Series. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the Cup race, and then at Charlotte for next week. Until then, goodbye, everybody. Here come the points, the end, like always.